Hi everyone, it's Timori here. I'm Ori, and after much deliberation, I literally just decided to go to AnimeNYC this year. And of course, I need cosplay. The problem is, the con is in 5 days. So we're making Rascal Miku. After freaking out last night and planning the logistics of everything to see if it was even going to be physically possible for me to finish this cosplay and get to AnimeNYC in time, I have concluded if I just lock the fuck in, it will happen. So anyways, here's the plan. Step 1 is have the cosplay. That's done. However, it does need a lot of adjustments made. Loose threads, it's wrinkly. Step 2 is the wig. Luckily, I have that too, but it's unstyled. And the first time I tried styling a wig, it was on my Twitch stream, which you should follow me on It's Timori, but I'm gonna redirect you to my cosplay rack. This is where I keep everything that needs to be done on the cosplay so that I can easily visualize it, if you know what I mean. This, all it really kind of needs is just like some steaming. And these bows over here are kind of just like flippy floppy. So not only do I have to steam them to get them a little straighter, I went out of my way to buy galvanized steel wire. A little dramatic, I feel. I went to Home Depot. Not only is it thick, but it's sturdy. Okay, so this is what I did with the ribbon. Do you see the steel wires in between this fabric and the fabric behind it? So ultimately what I just did was that I took the sharp piece, I stuck it in, I put it through all the way so that way I could like bend the ribbon however I wanted it to, so that I could technically like levitate if it's like that, right? And I could just make like all sorts of shapes with it, which I think is really cool. So there's one going along here and then there's another one going along here. And then I did it for the ribbon on top here as well so that I can make it poofier. So that's the wire right there. And that's how I was able to make this circle shape. I'm so scared of this wig, actually. If you know me and you know wigs, we just don't get along. So now that they're all straightened out, I'm gonna put them at the bottom and then I'm gonna use my crimper to add some volume to it. I have heat protective gloves. Yay! I learned from last time. Styling it with the curling iron won't be that hard. What might be difficult is it's going to be my first time using Got2b to hold hairs in place, which I'm really excited about if it actually works. Oh my god. And look, there's like nothing. Look at all this hair loss that we have here. I wanted to create a prop, the little devil trident that she has. I'm going to make that out of foam. Boo. It is now nighttime, and I just finished the pigtails. However, the pigtails are not giving what they're supposed to be giving. I have devised a plan where I take the wire that I bought and I stick it in between. I'll show you. So that's what it looks like right now. I'm thinking, do I just stick this in here and then cover it with the hairs so that they could kind of like bend wherever I want it to bend? I'm not too sure. Honestly, I don't even know if this little guy will stay. It looks very sad right now. I don't know what to do about it. I will figure this out somehow. So after I sprayed this piece in particular was like holding on and it was really sturdy for some reason. So I was like, okay, well maybe I just have to put a shit ton of Got2b. And so I did that and I fucking cooked. Like, it's beautiful. I just hope it actually like will stay that way. Like, look at this curl. Look at how good the progress is. I just have this little section left to do. So this is kind of the completed look for this side. It's pretty sturdy. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I still have yet to try it on. I've been procrastinating because I'm worried that it's only gonna look good on the mannequin and not on me. Everyone is legally obligated to say hello to Timo in the comments. Hi, Timo. Hi, Future Ori here. Everything that is about to happen on this day will be a huge waste of time, energy, effort, and brain cells. I don't know why I kept trying to make this trident happen, but you'll see why I eventually had to give up on it. So I found a picture of a trident online and I put it into Illustrator to image trace it. So instead of an image, Illustrator will try its best to recreate the picture into a vector shape. When it's a vector shape, you can resize it however you want and it won't get blurry. So I used that as a guide. Then I outlined it, put it into 4 different boards, and then I printed it. Jump scare warning, I just got back from a photo shoot to promote AnimeNYC. Now that that is done, I'm actually a little pissed off. If you guys remember, I went to Home Depot for the PVC pipe and they didn't have the ideal size that I wanted. So I decided to go find it on Amazon. Luckily, I found one on Amazon that was going to ship in 2 days. But I just got a notification saying, hey, sorry for the delay, but we're gonna show up on the 27th. And I'm like, the 27th? That's next week! So now I have no PVC pipe. I have my trident. I'm gonna pray that a different Home Depot location has the PVC pipe I'm looking for. If not, I'm probably just gonna have to snap one of the pipes at home and use it as my prop. I don't know. Everything has to be done by today, and I'm a little freaked out. So back at Home Depot, I saw a lot of the same things, like super long copper pipes and long plastic ones that reach the warehouse ceiling. Probably a second sign to not finish the trident, but I eventually settled for 2 short ones that would attach together. But back at home, it was getting late, so I started to trace the template on thick EVA foam, which in hindsight, I probably should have flattened out with a heat gun first, but I think I just wanted to know the general size of the foam first because I was planning on making 3 of these to layer together because only using one would make it look flimsy. So I used contact cement to glue the 3 pieces together. The literal night before leaving for New York, I had to focus on finishing up the trident, and all that was left was to trim it and sand it so it looked polished. But here's where the problem started. First, I tried the heat wire. It sort of did the job, but the wire was bending and you had to pace it slowly so that you didn't cause too much smoke to come out. My hands got super sore fast from constantly trying my best not to burn my place down, so I turned it off. I switched to another hot wire. This one was more like a solid rod, usually used for like burning holes through foam. So I tried using the side, but it didn't work as well as I'd hoped. And that's strike 2. Do you see where I'm going with this? So I thought, why not try my best to chop off the bigger pieces using an X-Acto knife first? So I did, with like a box cutter, but still. So then I tried using a Dremel to sand down and smooth the trident out a little bit. Listen, at this point, it was 4 in the morning. I'm outside in the cold, sanding away with this loud ass drill going like in the middle of the night. My back was hurting, my hands were covered in foam bits like up to my arm. I was just getting so sick of it. I was tired, sleepy, and I was getting increasingly more stressed. In the back of my mind, I knew I still had to polish it, I had to paint it, attach it to the rod. At some point in the middle of the night, this must have been like 4 or 5 a.m., I just looked at the sad state of the trident, and I thought, it's okay to give up. And that never happens. I just want to make that clear. I'm a lock in and grind it out type of girl. I tried, and that's all that matters. Like I kept telling myself, it's really okay. Like it's not like Naruto and you don't have the headband. Like no one's gonna look at me and go, first of all, they would have to recognize that this is a very obscure Miku, I think, right? They would have to look at me and go, that's Rascal Miku. And then they'd also have to go, she doesn't have her trident. And like I'm stressing myself just trying to reach a goal I set for myself. I wanted a trident, and now I'm getting upset and putting myself in the situation because I couldn't make the trident in time. Some things you just can't push. So I stopped and I went to sleep. AnimeNYC was really fun though. I'm so glad I went. Although some of the things were a little bit repetitive, like the booths. I met cool vendors, ate a lot of food. I literally stopped by every single table at the artist alley, which took forever. I get a couple stickers, which I will share that as well as the food on YouTube Shorts. So many people asked for pics together, which really made all the effort worth it, you know? So if I ever do decide to come back to AnimeNYC, I'd have to give myself like a 2 weeks heads up minimum. So I'm not gonna lie, this experience aged me quite a bit. Thank you for joining my yap session. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment down below your favorite cosplay story. Subscribe to see more of my struggling. I don't know. See you in the next video. Bye!